Close your eyes. Imagine that everything around you is being slowly, softly covered in snow. Every sound, every thought, every small tension in your body is being buried beneath a quiet white blanket, growing thicker and softer with each breath you take. Breathe in, slowly, through your nose, and feel the air enter you the way cold air enters a warm room, clean and sharp, and then immediately softened by the warmth inside. Breathe out and feel the warmth spread. Now let the snow fall through your body. Beginning at the top of your head, feel a gentle weight settling there, soft and cool, pressing the muscles of your scalp into stillness. Let the weight move down across your forehead, smoothing it, quieting it, the way snow smooths a field. Let it cover your eyes, your cheeks, your jaw, each one softening and going still beneath the gentle, settling weight. Your neck relaxes. Your shoulders drop as the quiet blanket reaches them and presses them gently downward. The snow covers your arms, your wrists, your fingers, and they grow heavy and warm and still. It settles across your chest, your stomach, each breath slower than the last, muffled and easy. Your hips, your thighs, your knees are buried now, heavy and warm beneath the weight. Your calves, your ankles, your feet, everything is covered. Everything is quiet. The world outside is muffled and distant, and you are here, beneath the warmth, beneath the stillness, breathing slowly, held in place by the gentle weight of silence and snow. The snow has been falling for a long time. You cannot remember when it started. It might have been this morning, or yesterday, or the day before. It does not matter. What matters is that it is falling now, and it has been falling steadily, quietly, without interruption, for long enough that the world outside the cabin has been transformed. The road that brought you here is gone, buried beneath a thick, even blanket of white. The trees that line the road are gone, their trunks and branches hidden beneath heavy sleeves of snow that weigh them down and hold them still. The mountain itself is gone, or nearly gone, its sharp ridges and dark rock faces softened and rounded by the snow until it looks like something that has been draped in cloth, every edge smoothed, every surface covered, every detail erased. The world outside is white and grey and perfectly, deeply silent. You are inside the cabin. The cabin is small and made of wood, thick logs that were cut and fitted together a long time ago and have since darkened and settled into one another until the walls are as solid and continuous as if they were made of a single piece. The wood is dark brown, almost black in places, and it smells of pine and age, and the faint, sweet scent of resin that still seeps from the grain in warm weather. Though now, in the cold, the smell is quieter, deeper, mixed with the stronger scent of wood smoke from the fire. The walls are thick. You can feel their thickness when you stand near them, a sense of mass and weight and solidity that separates the inside from the outside as completely as if you were underground. The wind blows outside, and sometimes you can hear it, a low, distant moan that rises and falls, pressing against the walls and the roof and the windows. But the sound is muffled. It is far away. It belongs to the world outside, and you are not in the world outside. You are in here, where the air is warm and still and smells of fire and pine. The fire is burning in a stone fireplace set into the far wall. The fireplace is wide and deep, built from rough grey stones that have been blackened by years of flame, and the stones are warm to the touch if you stand near them, radiating a gentle, stored heat that adds to the warmth of the flames. The fire inside is large and steady, a deep bed of orange and red embers beneath two thick logs that burn slowly and evenly, their surfaces cracked and glowing, small flames licking along the edges of the bark in shades of orange and gold and pale, flickering blue. The fire crackles. It pops and hisses softly as the sap in the wood heats and expands, and each sound is small and sharp and quickly absorbed by the warm, still air of the room. The heat from the fire radiates outward in slow, steady waves, warming your face and your hands and the front of your body, and you can feel it on your skin, dry and gentle and constant, the kind of heat that makes you want to sit down and stay. The mantel above the fireplace is a single thick beam of dark wood, rough cut and heavy, and on it sits a small oil lamp, unlit, and a few smooth dark stones that might have been gathered from a riverbed. The firelight plays across these objects and across the stone wall above, casting soft, wavering shadows that move in slow, gentle shapes. The shadows are warm and dark, like the shadows in a cave, and they give the room a feeling of depth and enclosure that is comforting rather than confining. The room is small and simple. The floor is made of wide wooden planks, the same dark wood as the walls, and they are covered in places by thick rugs, woven in patterns of deep red and brown and cream that have faded over the years to soft, muted shades. The rugs are thick beneath your feet, dense and warm, and the floor beneath them creaks softly when you walk, a quiet, familiar sound. There is a couch in front of the fireplace, low and deep, its cushions covered in a dark fabric that has been worn smooth and soft by years of use. It is piled with blankets, thick wool blankets in shades of grey and cream and dark blue, folded and draped and layered over the cushions and the arms. So many blankets that the couch looks less like a piece of furniture and more like a nest, a warm, soft hollow made for sitting in and not getting up. There is a small kitchen to one side of the room, separated from the main space not by a wall, but by a change in the floor, from the dark wooden planks to a surface of flat, rough stone. The counter is made of thick, rough-hewn wood, and on it there is a pot. The pot is made of heavy enamel, dark blue with a white rim, and it sits on the counter near the stove. The stove is small and old, made of black cast iron, and it gives off a faint, dry warmth of its own, a warmth that mingles with the warmth from the fireplace and makes the kitchen area feel especially close and sheltered. Inside the pot, there is hot chocolate. You made it earlier, slowly, warming the milk on the stovetop, watching it begin to steam around the edges of the pot, and then stirring in the cocoa and a spoonful of sugar with a wooden spoon, watching the dark powder dissolve into the white milk and turn it a deep, rich brown. The stirring was slow and meditative, the spoon moving in gentle circles, the cocoa swirling and blending and disappearing into the milk, and the smell grew stronger with each turn of the spoon. The hot chocolate is still warm. You can see the faintest curl of steam rising from the surface when you lift the lid, thin and slow, and the smell of it reaches you at once, deep and sweet and dark. The smell of cocoa and warm milk and something faintly bitter beneath the sweetness that gives it depth. You pour the hot chocolate into a mug. The mug is heavy and ceramic, a deep, earthy brown, and it is warm in your hands the moment the liquid fills it. You hold it with both hands, your fingers wrapping around the curved surface, and the heat seeps into your palms and your fingers and the spaces between your knuckles. You lift the mug and take a slow sip. The hot chocolate is rich and smooth and warm, not hot, just warm, the perfect temperature, and it coats your tongue and the inside of your mouth with a sweetness that is deep and gentle and unhurried. The warmth of it moves down through your chest and settles in your stomach, and from there it spreads outward, slowly, like the heat from the fire, warming you from the inside, while the fire warms you from the outside. You carry the mug to the couch and sit down. The cushions receive you with a deep, soft give, and you sink into them. The fabric is smooth and warm beneath you, and the couch is deep enough that when you lean back, your entire body is supported, your head resting against the back cushion, your legs stretched out in front of you. You reach for one of the blankets and pull it over your lap. It is a thick wool blanket, heavy and dense, the color of stone, and the texture of it against your hands is soft, but slightly rough, the way good wool always is, each fiber distinct beneath your fingertips. You pull another blanket over the first, this one softer, a cream-colored fleece that is lighter but just as warm, and the combined weight of them settles across your legs and your hips with a gentle, grounding pressure. You tuck the edges around you. The warmth builds quickly beneath the blankets, your body heat trapped and reflected, and the sensation is one of being held, gently and completely, in a cocoon of warmth and weight. You sit there, on the couch with the blankets over you and the mug in your hands, and you look at the fire. The flames move in their slow, unhurried way, rising and falling and rising again, orange and gold, and the palest blue at their tips. The embers beneath them pulse with a deep, steady glow, brightening and dimming in a rhythm that matches your breathing, or perhaps your breathing has matched itself to them. The fire crackles. A log shifts, settling deeper into the bed of embers with a soft, muffled thud, and a small shower of sparks rises and disappears into the dark throat of the chimney. You turn your head and look at the window. The glass is thick and old, set deep into the wooden wall, and it is covered in frost. The frost is beautiful in its detail, intricate patterns of ice crystals that are formed on the inside of the glass, fern-like shapes and feathered curves, and tiny, perfect geometries that spread across the surface in a design that has no plan and no repetition, only the slow, patient work of cold air meeting warm glass. The frost catches the firelight and holds it in tiny, glinting points of amber and gold. Through the clear patches between the frost, you can see the snow falling outside. The flakes are large and slow, drifting downward through the grey air in no particular hurry, turning and tumbling gently as they fall. They catch the light from the window and flash white for a moment before passing below the frame and disappearing from view. On the windowsill, the snow has piled up. It is thick there, several inches deep, a smooth, curved mound of white that has been building all day, layer upon layer, each new snowfall settling on top of the last and pressing it down. The snow on the sill is perfectly white, perfectly even, perfectly still. Nothing has disturbed it. No footprints, no marks, no tracks. It is simply there, resting, the way snow rests on everything it touches, quietly, gently, without weight. As you watch, a few more flakes drift down and settle on the mound, so lightly that you cannot see the moment of contact. Only the slow, imperceptible growth of the pile, one flake at a time. Beyond the window, the world is white. The trees, the ground, the sky, everything has been simplified into shades of white and grey. The nearest trees are visible as dark shapes beneath their heavy coats of snow. Their branches bowed downward under the weight, their trunks half buried. The snow on the branches is thick and rounded, following the shape of each limb. And where a branch meets the trunk, the snow has built up into a smooth, curved joint that looks soft and sculptural. Further away, the trees blend into the falling snow and disappear, and beyond them there is nothing, only the white-grey curtain of the storm, thick and soft and impenetrable. It is a world that has been quieted, muffled, wrapped in a blanket of its own, and the silence of it is so deep that you can almost feel it pressing against the glass. You take another sip of hot chocolate. The mug is cooler now in your hands, but still warm, and the chocolate is rich and smooth and deeply comforting. You hold the mug against your chest for a moment, feeling the warmth of it through the blanket, and then you set it down on the small table beside the couch. The table is rough wood, a single thick plank on short legs, and the mug makes a soft, dull sound as it meets the surface. The fire is beginning to burn lower. The flames are smaller now, closer to the embers, and the light they give is deeper and warmer, more orange than gold. You stand, letting the blankets fall from your lap, and you cross the room to the stack of firewood that sits beside the hearth. The wood is cut in thick, even pieces, the bark rough and dark, and the cut ends show the pale, dry grain of the wood inside. You pick up a log. It is heavy and solid in your hands, and it smells of pine, sharp and clean and resinous. You place it on the fire, on top of the embers, and the heat reaches the new wood at once. The bark begins to darken. A thin line of smoke rises from the surface. And then, slowly, a flame appears, small and blue at first, clinging to the underside of the log, and then growing, brightening, spreading across the bark in a slow, steady advance. The fire strengthens. The new wood catches, and the flames rise higher, and the warmth pushes outward again in a fresh, steady wave. You add a second log beside the first. It settles into place with a soft thud, and the sparks rise again, brief and bright, and the fire is full and strong once more. You return to the couch. You sit down and pull the blankets back over your legs, tucking them around you, rebuilding the cocoon of warmth. The wool blanket first, heavy and dense, and then the fleece over it, lighter and softer, and the combined weight of them settles over you again with that same gentle, grounding pressure. You arrange the blankets around your hips and your waist, pulling the edges in, sealing the warmth inside, until you are wrapped completely, only your head and your hands free. The fire crackles beside you, the new wood popping and hissing as it dries and burns. The heat reaches your face and your hands. The wool blanket is warm against your skin. The cushions are soft beneath you. You lean your head back against the cushion and close your eyes for a moment. The darkness behind your eyelids is warm and orange, lit by the fire, and the sounds of the room are all still there. The crackling of the flames, the faint ticking of the cabin's wood expanding and contracting in the heat, the distant, muffled presence of the wind. You open your eyes again, slowly, and the room is the same, warm and dim and golden, and the snow is still falling outside the frosted window, and everything is exactly as it was, unchanged, unhurried, still. The wind rises outside. You hear it, a low, deep sound that builds slowly and presses against the walls of the cabin, and the windows rattle very faintly in their frames. The sound is distant and muffled, filtered through the thick log walls, and it is not a frightening sound. It is the sound of the world outside doing what it does, moving and blowing and carrying snow across the mountains, and it has nothing to do with you. You are inside. The walls are thick. The fire is burning. The blankets are warm. The wind can blow all it wants. It cannot reach you here. The wind fades. The silence returns. The deep, heavy silence of snow. It is the quietest sound in the world, the sound of snow falling. It is not truly a sound at all. It is the absence of sound, the muffling of everything, the soft, continuous blanketing of every surface that might make a noise. The trees are silent beneath their snow. The ground is silent. The road, the rocks, the mountain itself, all silent, all covered, all held in the deep, soft grip of winter. And the cabin sits within this silence, like a small, warm stone at the bottom of a still, white sea. You have been here before, in silences like this. Not this cabin, perhaps, but places like it, small and warm and enclosed, while the world outside grew quiet and white. There is a particular feeling that comes with being inside while the snow falls, a feeling that is difficult to name. It is not quite safety, though it includes safety. It is not quite solitude, though it includes solitude. It is something closer to being held, enclosed and contained and separated from everything that moves and changes and demands. The snow falls, and it says, you do not need to go anywhere. The fire burns, and it says, you do not need to do anything. The blankets hold you, and they say, you are warm, and that is enough. You pull the blankets higher, up to your chest, up to your chin. The wool is warm against your neck. The fleece is soft against your hands. You settle deeper into the cushions. The fire glows. The snow falls. The wind is quiet now, or far away, or both. Your mug is empty on the table beside you. The last trace of hot chocolate sits at the bottom, dark and sweet. The smell of it lingers in the warm air, mixed with the wood smoke from the fire and the pine of the walls. Your breathing slows. Your body is heavy beneath the blankets. The couch holds you. The warmth holds you. The silence holds you. The fire crackles once, a soft sound, a small sound, and then quiet again. The snow falls outside the window, steady, slow, silent. The frost on the glass catches the firelight, small points of gold, still and bright. Your eyes are heavy. The room is warm. The blankets press gently on your chest. The wind murmurs far away, a low sound, rising and falling, like breathing. The fire glows, orange and gold. The embers pulse beneath the logs, slow and steady. Your hands are warm, your feet are warm, your body is still. The snow, falling, outside the glass, large and slow and white, drifting down through the grey air. The silence, deep and soft, wrapping around the cabin, around you, holding everything still. The fire, crackling, so quietly now, just a murmur, just a hum of warmth. The blankets, heavy on your chest, rising and falling with your breath, slowly, slowly. The smell of wood smoke and pine and chocolate, fading, blending into warmth. The window, the frost, the snow piled on the sill, everything white, everything soft. You drift, gently, slowly, like a snowflake, turning, settling. The fire glows, far away now, a warm light behind your closed eyes. The wind, a whisper, a murmur, somewhere beyond the walls. Everything quiet, everything warm, everything still. The snow falls and the fire burns and the silence deepens, and you are asleep in the warmth, in the quiet, in the small cabin, in the mountains, beneath the snow. The snow goes on and on.